Let's have a seat. I'll tell you about Heron Lake. I thought today would be a good day to hike to the lake because it's overcast, which I love. A little bit of rain, which I love. And that means no snakes. Apparently on the sunnier days, people have seen some snakes on the trails. Yeah, not interested in having any more unnecessary excitement. So although I really like our site, it's all treed and shaded and it's wonderful, but I'd love to see some water. Right, guys? So this is totally my kind of hike. I think we weren't even walking 5 minutes. We've got a big old trail. We've got a beautiful bench to sit on. And a beautiful view. So that's Heron Lake. Pretty. I don't know if there's any RV parking that allows you to be right on the lake. Doesn't look like it, huh? Okay, even with that detour, watch, I bet you it hasn't even been 7 minutes. Eight minutes, 52 seconds. My kind of hike. It's humid, huh, guys? Kind of sucks. So let me tell you what I know about Heron Lake. Heron Lake is a state park that is about 2 hours plus east of Taos, where I had been in the Enchanted Circle. That's west of Taos. It's also where I had my unnerving adventure of breaking down in a dead zone, in a cell dead zone, in a driving dead zone. And anyway, I'll put up a link to that video. But let's tell you about Heron Lake now that I actually made it here. It's a really nice park. It appears to have, I believe, 4 different camping areas. So I'm in the Blanco campground. Ooh, look at the pretty hawk. So I think there's 3 main campgrounds and then a primitive area called Ponderosa. I'm in the Blanco campground and it's all power, some reserve, some first come, first serve. I had friends here ahead of me and they had scoped out one of the best sites, so shh, don't tell anybody, but we were able to sort of put a few things on the table so that it was there when I arrived. So I'll show you my campsite. It's amazing. There's another area called Willow, the Willow campground. It also has some undeveloped sites and then some power and water sites, but everything in there is first come, first serve. There is another area called Bushing Point. I have a friend staying over there, so I will walk over and we'll get some footage of that. It looks like the prettiest of all the camping areas, but there is no power at all. And it is, for my taste, flippin' hot. So we've been, low 80s, 80 to 85. And so I really need to run the air conditioning. Too hot for me and the pups without it. And then there is a primitive, so I don't even know that they have sites. I have another friend staying down there and it's called Ponderosa. And it is all the way down and then you cross over. Hi, sweetheart. You cross over to the other side of the dam. And it's apparently very quiet and peaceful over there. There's a trail, a walking trail that runs all the way from Willow campground past Blanco, which is where I am, and goes all the way down to the dam. And I bet you could get to the Ponderosa campground. It's about 5 miles. I think it's 5 miles one way. They're not clear if it's 5 miles one way or 5 miles round trip, but I'm going with 5 miles one way. So if you're up for that, and you could see that they really have a very pretty and manicured walking path to take, so they couldn't make that more lovely and comfortable and easy. I'm really enjoying my time here because I have a really great site. And really, the only thing that would make it better is if the weather was cooler, but what do you want? It's August. Of course, I'm always a fan of having a view of the water, but it doesn't seem to be the case here. So I haven't gone to the local town of Chama yet. Well, that's not entirely true. I got towed to Chama. I'm going to be going back to Chama, but I understand, I mean, I know they have a market there. They have a combination Lowe's and Ace Hardware, so little market, little hardware. I know they have a laundromat, which I'm going to be going to in a couple days. You don't exactly have close civilization, but at least you've got the bare minimum. And I think Chama is about 10 miles away. You have a couple restaurants there too. There's a mechanic there, but I'm not recommending them. Oh, mechanic, yes, but I was not in a mechanic's yard. I think it was more like in a junkyard or a salvage yard. What are you barking at? What's so creepy is there's something there, because they don't bark unless something's there. What is it? Can you come this way? Get yourself, no, get yourself undone. Yes, so smart. What are you barking at? What's over there? Chibi chipmunk? Rabbit? Coyote? Bird? Squirrel? Tell me, speak English. Here's kind of how the sites go. They're pretty, but I like them more private, of course. But it's wooded. At least Willow and Blanco, because I'm familiar with those two. They're both sort of a teardrop loop. And on the outer edge of the loop, you'll have an alcove, and an alcove, and an alcove. And on the inner side of the loop, you'll have the pull-throughs. So at least everybody backs up to a just wide open expanse. So I guess you kind of get a feeling of privacy to some degree. Here's my site, site 53. And it's pretty awesome. I had to take a power site, of course, I mentioned, because it's flipping hot. But now, look at this. I have my own kingdom back here. I've got a picnic table. Shelby, you want to give us the tour? So I've got a fire pit area, complete with lovely wildflowers, a little trail to nowhere. We've got the shaded tree canopy area. Then there's a whole nother area over here. Big open area. And isn't this just fantastic? Really, really, really helps me feel like I'm camping alone, but with others. Fits that criteria to a D. Who wants a drink of water? I want a drink of water. It's hot. Here's the 360 of my campsite. Canopy. Fire pit behind the tree. Nobody, nobody, nobody.